Madam Ambassador, thank you for this interview. First of all, how would you describe the current state of affairs as regards bilateral relations between Cyprus and France in various fields, such as politics, defense, energy, economy, education, etc., and which are the other prospects of further strengthening them?
I would describe our relationship as very dense and dynamic, and I'm here full of energy to just improve it, to bring it to a next level. And this relationship at the political level, for instance, I'm here already, I came 3 months ago, and we already have 2 ministers who visited Cyprus. Our President Macron also came here. We had also a visit from our senators, a delegation of the European Affairs Commission, and it shows the way the contacts are very close between our 2 countries. And I think this relationship is based on shared values, on the fact that we deal with common global issues, and we also share the same positions in many fora. With regard to defense, for instance, we have Cyprus is really a key partner of France. We share common positions, for instance, on the European defense, and we are working jointly for European defense industry. And it's of most importance, the cooperation here in the Mediterranean Sea for our military. We are really thankful for Cyprus for its hospitality to our vessels. And when our vessels come here to the ports, very often we can have joint exercises, and it's very, very important, very useful for the interoperability between our forces. And for instance, last autumn there was this Evnomia common joint exercise with Greece and Italy also. And yes, I think it's really a key partnership, and we are now having a strategic dialogue, and we just want to bring it to a next level. Mm-hmm. And on the economic part, perhaps, and the economic parts, we have here key French companies like Total in the energy sector, or Bouygues in the transport sector, Accor in the tourism. That means for strategic sectors here in Cyprus. And we think there are opportunities also in renewable energies, innovation, also the digital industry. Mm-hmm. And on the level of the exchanges between human exchanges between our population, French is now taught to all kids in the public high school, and it's a very good opportunity to have better ties between our population. And Cyprus is a member of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, you know, encompasses 320 million French speakers, so it's really a great network. And we see also students willing to go to study in France, and researchers also are having strong ties. For instance, you have here really high-class research centers like the Cyprus Institute, CMMI, and we have French researchers there, and Cypriot researchers are going also to France. That means, yes, we have really high relation.
Okay. With regard to the defense sector, yes. Because there was a discussion lately about the possibility of Cyprus becoming a NATO member, what do you think of this possibility?
I think that, as you know, we witnessed geopolitical shifts, very strong shifts in the geopolitical dynamics, and it's just normal for Cyprus, as for other countries, to review its diplomacy, as it also reviewed its economy after having taken a strong, courageous stance with regard to the Ukrainian aggression towards the Russian aggression towards Ukraine, and you know, NATO is, as an open door policy, France is a founder of NATO, a founder of the EU, and we are here to work with Cyprus on its interoperability capacities. We are exercising with your forces. We are working on the interoperability for the materials, and we are also working closely with the Cypriot army in EU defense policies. We are jointly working also in external operations, like the Aspides operation in the Red Sea. So there is already a very close relationship.
Mm-hmm. Now, coming to the Cyprus question, France is an EU member state, and at the same time, it's a permanent member of the UN Security Council. So how do you see the current situation and the efforts to resume the negotiations? And also, how do you comment on the Turkish stance for a two-state solution?
As you know, the position of France with regard to the Cyprus issue is constant. We are in favor of a bicommunal, bizonal federation with a decision-making process shared with political equality, according to the resolution of the UN Security Council. And in all the meetings I have, I always underline the fact that neither parties will benefit from the status quo. A frozen conflict is never a permanent situation. And it's really important to see the renewal of the contacts between both parties. And the Turkish Cypriots, they are suffering of the situation. And a two-state solution is no solution because it would just deprive them from the benefits of the European Union. And I think that it's very important now to support your efforts, to support the Republic of Cyprus, and we will do it in order to find a common ground with the Turkish Cypriots and to settle the situation to the benefits of all Cypriots.
And now about the ongoing wars in our area, both in Ukraine and Gaza. How does France see the situation evolving? Do you think there can be an end to this conflict?
For Ukraine, you know, the Russian war of aggression in Ukraine has lasted since already 1,000 days, and France, like its partners with Cyprus, we will continue to support Ukraine as long as it needs for Russia to fail. And we think that a lasting peace can only happen with Ukrainian at the table of negotiation and the European Union also, because it's a European security issue also. And with regard to the Mediterranean region, now it's really a difficult time for the region, with many conflicts, many wars, and we really welcome the fall of Assad and the fall of its regime. It's a historical event, and it's an event which the Syrian people did. There is no foreign intervention, and now their destiny is in their hands. But France is not naive. We know that they will face many challenges, and it's important also to look at the way the HTS will use its power and the way they will treat the ethnic and religious minority, the women also. So we are carefully observing it, and we are here really keen on helping Syria to to have a stable future, which is also important for the stability of the region. In Lebanon, with the US, France and the US, we had months of negotiations in order to get this ceasefire. And we hope that this ceasefire will pave the way also for a ceasefire in Gaza and for the release of all the hostages and also the possibility of a massive inflow of humanitarian aid in the region. And I think that all these conflicts here in the region have really just underlined the fact that Cyprus is a key partner, that here it has really a strategic position in the region, and we are very grateful for Cyprus to have given us much facilities to our forces in order to prepare an eventual evacuation from our citizens from the region. And we commend also the initiative Al-Mathia, this humanitarian corridor, which was a great initiative, and we contributed to this initiative with a vessel which transported hundreds of tons of aid. And we are now waiting, and we are all hoping that the situation will be better in all those countries. And we will discuss it at the European Union. I think that the European Union must take a role in the region.